So let's start with the squat. Now the squat is kind of a scary lift for some people because as they get down deep in the bottom of the hole, the barbell's on their back. If you get down to the bottom of the squat and it's too heavy to come back up, you don't want to dump the bar off your back. That's an absolute no-no. It's very dangerous. You could try to throw the bar off your back and it would land on your low back and cause lots and lots of problems. So ideally you would have two spotters and that would look like this. So a proper spot for the squat requires two spotters. And they'll set up with the crook of their forearm underneath the barbell and their hands close to the weight plates, but not touching the weights. The reason we spot with the barbell over the crook of our arm and my hands over the plates is because if she misses, I have one job. Grab the bar and make sure it gets back into the J-hooks. Most people try to spot this way, but if I spot here, I can't see where the J-hooks are. Good. Grind through it. Grind, 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 grind. Back down. Take it, take it, take it. So if a lifter starts to struggle with a rep, the spotter should not touch the bar under any circumstances unless the bar goes back down when it's supposed to be going up. Likewise, the lifter will never bail on the barbell. Even if they know they can't complete the rep, the lifter will help with the barbell as much as they can until it's back into the rack. If they bail on the barbell, now it becomes a safety issue for the spotters. The lifter could literally drop the barbell into the spotter's arms and break an arm or dislocate an arm. And so it's all three of our jobs to help get the bar up and back into the J-hook. So if there are no spotters available, and even if there's just one spotter available, the best option is to squat with the safety pin set just below where the barbell would be at its lowest position in the squat. That way, if you struggle with the squat, coming back up, you can just come back down, squat about an inch lower than you normally would, and easily set the bar on the pins. We never spot a deadlift because the bar is in the lifter's hands and there's nothing underneath the bar. So if we miss a deadlift, we can just set the bar back down. The best thing we can do for safety for deadlift is to deadlift with perfect form. Likewise, on the press, we never use spotters for the press because the barbell is going to be held in extension overhead, and if the lifter fails, we're now not just endangering the lifter, but the spotters as well. It's also really against human instinct to drop a heavy barbell on your head. It happens almost never. But if you have some anxiety about doing the press without spotters, you can use the spotter arms and set a missed rep down there rather than using the J-cups. The bench press is potentially the most dangerous lift of all barbell lifts. But in order to keep this lift safe, all we need to do is respect it and follow some basic rules. Rule number 1, always lift with a spotter if you can. Rule number 2, never put collars on the barbell when you bench press so that if there is a catastrophic miss, worst case scenario, you could dump the weights off of the barbell and save the day. Rule number 3, anytime a barbell is moving horizontally over your face, either get out of the rack and over your chest or from your chest back into the rack, our elbows must be locked. So we're going to show you what it looks like to properly spot the bench press. Nikki's going to set up with her eyes 1 inch below the barbell here. She's going to take her grip. I'm going to take an over-under grip, walk forward so that my center of gravity is in a place where I can help get the barbell out. And the first thing she's going to do, I'm going to count to 3. You're going to straighten your elbows first. 1, 2, 3. Straighten your elbows and then move over, stopping with the barbell directly over her glenohumeral joint or her shoulder joint. And then I'm going to step back out of her way where I'm close enough to catch the bar if I need to and let her perform the lift. Down and up, that looks good. Down and up, she's struggling. And it comes back down and I'm gonna grab it. She's gonna help me back in and back in the rack. Notice that she stayed with the barbell the whole time, didn't bail on the lift and make me take 100% of the weight. So we always want to use a thumbs around grip for the bench press that helps secure the barbell in our hand. This, a thumbs outside the bar, that actually is called a suicide grip in gym circles, and that's for a reason. And so if the wrist buckled in the middle of the lift, the bar could come out of the hand. So wrapping the thumb and keeping the bar over the bones of the forearm keeps us in our safest position. It's probably safe to just use the spotter arms even if you have a spotter. So just like the squat, the spotter's job is to spot the barbell. Save the barbell, not the lifter. So when spotting Nikki, I'm never gonna put my hands on her elbows or her arms. I'm not gonna grab her wrists. I'm only gonna touch the barbell. And this is key. I'm only gonna touch the barbell if the bar goes back down. No other reason am I gonna touch the barbell to help get the weight up. If I touch the barbell, the rep belongs to me, not to the lifter. She can't count it if I touch the barbell for any reason after the liftoff. So if you don't have spotters for the bench press, you'll set the spotter arms just below the top of your chest, but clearly above your neck, so that if you miss a rep, you can relax your arch and set the bar on the spotter arms. One of the simplest things we can do to make sure that our lifting is safe is to make sure that our platform is clear of debris, small change plates, collars for the barbell. It's extremely important that nothing could be tripped on, the bar couldn't be put down on something else. That creates a safety hazard. Now you know how to lift safely. To find out how to lift correctly, click the link from the cargo shorts to the bald head right there. Right there.